We're going to get back to talking a little Browns because we have Shaun King ready to join us. But first, a quick word from FanDuel. You can tackle all your NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet $5, get $250 in bonus bets if that first $5 bet wins. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to join today. Never waste a hunch. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. And with that, we got Shaun King in today, usually a Wednesday guest, coming on with us on a Friday. And Shaun, DTR was not Shaun, how you doing, man? What's up?
You gonna introduce that man like that?
You did him dirty.
He ain't gonna answer you.
So bench and Jameis didn't solve all the problems? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. You're hearing that loud and clear, man. I listen, DTR, maybe I'm sounding crazy. I told Tyvis, Tyvis makes every little dig you make sound worse because he laughs hard about everything you say. So it make you look crazy that you're saying it. I said, DTR might not be a professional quarterback. He might not be an NFL ready.
I've been trying to tell you guys this all year. The worst thing that happened to DTR is he had to play. It's better sometimes to have people think you can play and just keep getting paid than to go out there and people actually see. The quarterback isn't the issue. Y'all have the right quarterback in Jameis, and I'm going to continue to say that. If you put the right pieces around Jameis, Cleveland can win football games. That's not your problem. But at this point, I just think the organization, like I said last week, there's some kind of sorcery stuff going on over there. It don't matter. Every ball that could bounce left goes right. Every field goal that could hit the goalpost and go in goes out. There's something going on. They got to fumigate the building. I said this last week. They literally have to fumigate the building. They got to fire everybody. Somebody got roots on the team and won't speak up, so, hey, everybody got to go.
Gosh. Shaun, wait a minute.
Everybody got to go.
You calling for everybody, John? Ain't nobody say?
Trainers, strength and conditioning, everybody but the secretary. Secretary is the only people can stay.
All right, so let me ask you this, Shaun, because you say Jameis is the guy, he's the right piece, but he need pieces around him. This offseason, give us what do you think? Let's say they say, we rolling with Jameis as QB1 next year. What's your first piece that you're going to get for Jameis?
Well, the first thing I got to do is solidify that O-line. And this is without me looking at the actual, cap situation. This is just me viewing the team from a big picture standpoint after watching all the season. I have not dived into their cap situation, so if I misspeak about something that is not possible or
we ain't got no money
based on the cap,
we ain't got no money. Just know that.
The Saints haven't had money for 10 years in some kind of way. They sign free agents every offseason.
Right.
Where there's a will, there's a way. They've got to solidify the offensive line. Because when you look at the quarterback situation, I always tell people this. What's out there that's available? The Vikings are more than likely going to re-sign Sam Darnold to a short-term deal. The 49ers are going to franchise Brock Purdy, most likely. What other quarterbacks are out there that are better options than Jameis? It's a bad quarterback draft.
They throwing Kirk Cousins and Justin Fields out there.
Yeah,
go Bucks, by the way.
Throw them two. Kirk Cousins and Justin. We actually want to hear what you got to say about those two. If you got to go to Myles Garrett to say, hey, listen, what's the best option in your plan? Is you gonna tell them the plan is Jameis Winston, Kirk Cousins, or Justin Fields?
So Kirk Cousins is terrible right now.
Yes.
Kirk Cousins was a very productive quarterback, but he's been immobile his whole career. The Achilles injury made him unplayable. If you watch him in Atlanta, his issue is he cannot move at all anymore. When he gets that ball on the snap, he's in the exact same spot. So think about what you saw from a pass protection standpoint and think about how does that work in Cleveland. Justin Fields, if I'm Justin's agent, we're going to sit behind Russ another year in Pittsburgh. I'm not in a rush to go to a bad team.
I totally agree.
I'm going
totally
to stay in
agree.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm going to stay in Pittsburgh. And I'm going to back up another year. Then after next year, when Russ leaves, I'll take over an organization that's going to believe in me and have patience and surround me with good players. Like that's what I want the fan base of Cleveland to understand. It's not a great quarterback market. You're going to look up and you're going to have Deshaun Watson and DTR next year. Watch.
Well,
It's going to be good for
yeah.
me because shout out to everybody at Ultimate Cleveland. I'll be back next year, guys. So they re-signed me for another year. So it's good for me because it'll be very entertaining.
Well, Shaun, I want you to know that if that's the case, then we'll see Miles ask for a trade, Joel Bitonio be retired, and Denzel might be thinking about asking for a trade. Just want you to know that.
Can you blame him?
Nope, sure can.
Like think about Myles Garrett's last 5 years and where he was 5 years ago in this organization. And listen, the worst thing you could give a man like him is hope. And he's had hope multiple times over the last 5 years. Like, I mean, coming into seasons like, we got what it takes to win it all. Now, after all of that, to then tell him there is no hope for next year, he got every right to ask for a trade. But it's not going to be all doom and gloom. Look at some of the bright spots. Jerome Ford has showed you what he can do if you can get him in space the last couple of weeks. That's a good thing. I don't think he's a lead back, but Jerome Ford is one of those guys. Like, you know how, who is it, Dustin that hates Kareem Hunt? What did he say? If you need one, he'll get you three. If you need five, he'll get you three.
That was Jason.
Yeah,
That was
Jason.
Jason, but yes.
Yeah, right. Kareem Hunt looking like a damn starting running back for an NFL Super Bowl championship team.
Yeah.
You don't want to see Jerome Ford go somewhere with one of these creative coordinators and be averaging 60 yards rushing, receiving, and a touch every week.
You're right. I throw up on myself.
We just had that conversation yesterday, and McNuggets and G scolded me when I said that he could be back next year, and I'll be cool with that. But
Well, that's
what better option
hold on, Shaun, hold on.
that's what he said. That's what they said. That's what they said.
He can't be your lead back, but we're fine with him being your secondary third down back.
Sneak this.
Shaun, the ignorance.
Like
of Tyvis
like
just
you get rid of
like
something.
that.
Hey, you get rid of something because you think there's something better out there, and you end up all alone.
Next year, you mentioned you're kind of joking, I think, about the Deshaun and DTR situation for who the Browns.
I really wasn't if they get rid of James. I really wasn't.
You know, what's funny is like I thought you were joking, and now I think about it, like the Browns actually could do that because the Browns do things that we think are like asinine, make no sense. But let's hope that they don't. And let's hope that they have another option. It seems like everyone says Jameis is not going to come back next year. I know that bothers you, and I get it. We've been down that road. But what are the options? I mean, like Kirk Cousins, to me, I'm with you. He can't move. He can't play. Like, he just comes here. He wins you 4 or 5 games. Like, that's it. Sam Darnold ain't walking through that door. Justin Fields, I don't think is leaving Pittsburgh. Why would you? His career is going to just flourish in Pittsburgh eventually when Russell Wilson retires. What do do? I mean, do you draft somebody? Like
Jalen Milroe.
Do you take a guy in the first round?
Quinn Ewers.
Like, what do we do, man?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was so disappointed that they benched Jameis. They bought into the narrative. They should have just played Jameis the rest of the year. If you get better around Jameis, listen, let's look at it like this. Jerry Jeudy, people thought the same thing about Jerry Jeudy that they thought of Jerome Ford before Jameis took over. They thought Jeudy was washed.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, Jameis becomes a quarterback. Now, okay, God, we got a receiver, don't we? And tell me when I'm lying. Like, he brought Jerry Jeudy from the dead. He ran his police car into the middle of the funeral procession and said, hold on, he's still got life left.
Wait, Shaun, let me ask you this, because if that's the case, Joe Flacco brought David Njoku from the dead, and now he's regressed.
Hey, he did. And you know what? Njoku hadn't got any better. And they will tell you, I've been on Njoku head all year. Great hands, great contested catch guy, worst route runner of any tight end that starts in the National Football League. And if he don't commit himself to becoming a better football player, I get rid of him too. Now, you got to change the standard at some point, right? My guys, if I'm running this organization, my guys have to go from being talented to being elite. Or we're not going to compensate you. Or we're going to go get somebody that's better. Like, the standard has to change. That's why, like, when I say fumigate the organization, I'm halfway joking because of the analogy, but I'm being serious. Like, they got to change some things. The culture's bad. The standard of excellence doesn't exist if you want to win championships. Like, the accountability factor isn't what it needs to be across the board. Like, it's a privilege to walk into the Cleveland Browns facility. I want a coach that's going to demand excellence. That's going to preach perfection. We're not going to coach effort. You're going to give it or we're going to get rid of you. You got a responsibility every week. I want you to be the best at your position in the league. I want you to work like you're trying to be that. If I don't get that from everybody, then guess what? I'm going to fumigate it. A lot of those guys probably need to be traded and go. They've gotten comfortable, complacent with mediocrity. That's the worst thing to be as an athlete. And a lot of those guys fit right into that mold right now.
Let me ask you this question, because, I've thought about it, and a lot of people are torn on it. They go back and forth. They talk about when you say, fumigate, get rid of everybody. We always come back to the general manager and the head coach. Here, there's a narrative that we've gotten rid of coaches too early, that our owner has not given people time to get their programs in order. And on the surface level, in my opinion, that sounds good. But when you dig deeper and you look at it and you ask the question, which coach got fired since 1999 that went on somewhere else and did great things, and it was known that we made a mistake? What is the coach that went on to even get other jobs? Most likely
Romeo Crennel.
And he was bad in Kansas City. Most likely he became a defensive coordinator back in Houston where he was at. Some of them, went back to being coordinators. But my question is, when you're looking at the coaching staff and the general manager, how long do you believe it takes for you to see tangible dividends? They've been here 5 years. They've been up and down in those 5 years. Do you think their record and what they put on tape is good enough for them to retain their jobs?
No, because the current culture is their responsibility. It happened under their watch. That don't mean you're not a good coach. That means you haven't done a good job. Look at the GM. Is there a significant contributor from last year's draft? Now, I know they didn't have a first-round pick.
Last year's draft. Michael
Hall, Zach Zinter.
Go Bucks.
Right? Michael Hall, Zach Zinter, Jamari Trash, Nathaniel Watson, Miles Harden, Jawan Briggs.
Hall's looked decent when he's played. The answer to the question, though, Shaun, is outside of him, no.
So they had 6 picks last year, and they got one guy that people will say he's okay. That's on the GM. The GM got to stand up for that. You're accountable for player acquisition, right?
Yep.
So he got to stand up. And listen, Andrew Berry's a brother, and I love when brothers get these opportunities. But at the end of the day, man, look, the truth is the truth, right? Truth don't have emotions. He hadn't done enough to upgrade this roster. Let's be honest. No, when Cleveland plays on Sundays, you don't look at Cleveland like, damn, they got more better players than the other team. You don't ever say that. Mm-hmm. So that's on him. And it's on Stefanski that the culture has gotten where it's gotten. Listen, if we want to have nice things, then we got to get better. We got to hold ourselves to a higher standard. Like, I'm ticked off my alma mater right now. I got on a UNLV hoodie, right?
Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta pay y'all quarterback, man. Stop promising the money and don't pay him.
Hey, listen, I went to Tulane. The head coach told the equipment guy before the Memphis game. Remember when people were talking about Tulane making the college football playoff?
Right.
Before they lost to Memphis, I think it was on Thanksgiving or right around there. I've been asking, the head coach told the equipment guy to send me a package. I still haven't got my package. It's damn near January 1. My alma mater can't have nice things because they won't do right.
Well,
I want the Browns to bucket.
Y'all let y'all quarterback just get paid the biggest NIL deal in the history.
Darian Benson, $4 million? Come on now.
He's
He's
a
a good
NIL
player.
deal in history of NIL.
From Duke.
From Duke.
Hey, true story. So I get involved in that situation, right? So me and Mensa, we having conversations. He calls me on this visit to Duke, and I was like, "What did they offer you?" He said, 2 years, $8 million. I say, man, listen, you get that in writing, you got to take that, big dog.
Sign me up.
I didn't even try and keep it. I said, hey, big dog, you got to take that, man. The NIL is crazy right now in college.
Absolutely
I can't believe it,
bro. Mensa may never play in the league. I don't know. He's a good player, good college player, but that's life-changing money.
What you mean?
Absolutely. I didn't even try and talk him back to Tulane because I knew what number Tulane would match. I say, hey, man, well, you got to take that. And you know, these deals are not just money. These deals come with cars for the family and travel paid for the family. Like, man, this is an unbelievable time to be alive and be a college athlete.
Man, I'm just trying to hold out. Maybe I get me one of them kids.
They gonna hate you at Tulane for this. They gonna hate you.
No, he's keeping it real.
They're
gonna lose their coach anyway, so you know, Summerall's gonna get paid.
I hope he do.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is what it is.
Totally.
Because if Tulane want to be great, then Tulane got to act great. I tell these programs all the time. If you want to be big time, you got to be big time before you become big time.
Wait.
You can't say, like it's like an entertainer, right? Like Beyonce, she did the Cowboy Carter thing at the halftime. By the way, shout out to B, the all white with the horses. I mean, she's just fantastic. But she's been projecting that greatness from the very beginning. She didn't have to get the platform to project the greatness. She's always thought she was great. If you go look at her performances when she was young, she's doing it big. Like Cleveland, if you want to be great, then you got to behave great. You got to do things that great teams do. Stop settling for average.
Like build a dome.
And right now there's some average. No, the weather's your friend. You got to use that as an advantage. You know how people hate going to Buffalo in the playoffs? You got to get mentally tough, hardcore guys that excel in inclement weather. That once they get it fixed, like if I fumigated the building, let's just say the owner had a lot of sense and he decided to hire me as a GM. It take me one off season to get everything right. The one off season.
Well, listen, Jimmy has him call Shaun King, call Roto-Rooter, and call the pest control, and we'll get it done, man.
Roto-Rooter.
Shaun, big dog, I appreciate you.
Hey, G, one off season. Just give me one off season.
We ain't got no money, sir.
Hey, listen, I'm going to go meet with the whole organization, owner included. We're going to set the guidelines. We're going to create the culture. I'm going to put it in black and white. I'm going to be like, either you're going to be part of this or you're going to be gone. No excuses, no explanations. This is too storied of an organization for us to be in the rut we're in. This fan base been too good to us and too passionate about our outcomes for us not to give them what they deserve, which is a consistent title contender. You're not going to win it every year, but we should be a team that looks like we're capable of winning it every year. And anybody that's not on that playoff, you go.
Here's what we're going to do, because I believe in standards. They will not call me Jay Crawford. We will go to break on time. We got to go.
All right, brothers.
Shaun, appreciate